When a single gunshot shattered the air at Utah Valley University on September 10th, the political world was left stunned. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, just 31 years old, was speaking to a packed crowd of nearly 3,000 when he was struck by a bullet fired from hundreds of yards away. What followed wasn't just chaos. It was a moment that many are calling one of the darkest days in modern American politics. Kirk, best known as the co-founder of Turning Point USA, had built a reputation as one of the most influential voices among young conservatives. He was in the middle of his Prove Me Wrong tour when the attack happened. Authorities later revealed that the shot came from a rooftop, roughly 200 yards from where Kirk was standing, and that a high-powered, bolt-action rifle was recovered at the scene. One shot was all it took to silence a figure who had built an entire movement around speaking loudly and without fear. But the tragedy didn't end on that stage. Kirk was rushed to a hospital, where his passing was later confirmed. Former President Donald Trump broke the news publicly, writing that no one understood the heart of America's youth better than Charlie. His message of grief also extended to Kirk's wife, Erica, and their 2 young children. Trump Jr. went even further, describing Kirk as like a little brother, calling his loss devastating for both his family and the country. Even political rivals reacted with shock. Former President Barack Obama condemned the act, stressing that no motive had yet been confirmed, but that violence has no place in a democracy. He and Michelle sent their prayers to the Kirk family, underscoring the shared sense of loss that extended beyond party lines. The Utah governor labeled it a political assassination, a chilling reminder of the climate of tension that hangs over public life in America. Reactions poured in across the spectrum. Late-night host Jimmy Kimmel described the killing as monstrous and offered condolences to the family. Others echoed a similar message, that no matter how heated debates become, taking a life is never the answer. Whether supporter or critic, few could deny that Kirk had become a lightning rod in American culture and that his sudden death symbolized something larger than one man. But behind the headlines, there's another part of the story. Charlie Kirk was not without controversy. Over the years, he had faced criticism for his rhetoric, his outspoken defense of conservative causes, and the polarizing nature of his speeches. For supporters, he was a fearless defender of free speech. For critics, he was a divisive figure. Yet, whether admired or opposed, he was undeniably influential, and that influence was ended in an instant. So, where does this leave the nation? Investigators are still searching for answers. Who pulled the trigger and why? For now, no motive has been confirmed, and speculation swirls online. Some say it was politically driven. Others believe it may have been a lone act of rage. Until officials share more, the truth remains unclear. But what's undeniable is the ripple effect this act of violence will have on political discourse moving forward. Charlie Kirk's life, however controversial, was cut short in a way no one should face. His death is a reminder of how fragile public dialogue has become and how easily disagreement can spiral into something irreversible. As America processes this shocking loss, the question now isn't just who is responsible, but how a divided nation can keep tragedies like this from happening again.